Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, good, good, good. All right, Jamie, Ufan, viewers from YouTube and X, can you hear me now? Okay, Facebook, yes, the audio was perfect, has been perfect on Facebook and on TikTok, but there was a little technical challenge with the audio from the YouTube channel and also on X, but I'm sure it's perfect now. All right, I can see my beautiful people, great leaders in the house. First, let me just take this opportunity to re-enlighten us on the purpose of the Leadership Mind School. Very clearly, we set up the Leadership Mind School, or rather, the Leadership Mind School was born as a result of the obvious gap in the leadership space. So globally, everyone, we all complain, we lament about leadership challenges across the board everywhere. But we reason that the Leadership Mind School, that it's time for action, not just for talk anymore. We've been talking, our 4 years have been talking, people have been talking, so much complaints. But we realize that talk is always cheap, but work is always hard. Talk is always cheap, but work is always tough. And talk produces little or no result, but it is work that produces the result. So, as part of our own responsibility to society, the Leadership Mind School was born. And here we are today, thanking God for the thousands and thousands. I think few hours while checking some of our reach to nations, we discovered that we are hitting close to 1 million views only on our Facebook page alone. So what do we do? From the Facebook page, we try to encourage the reading culture so people can get to read, start reading, because readers are leaders. Readers are leaders. Those who read today, in all probability, will become the leaders of tomorrow. So leading is very important. You know, sometimes they lament, they say school is calm and all of that, but we all see the results. Between those who are schooled, those who took time to value education, and those who refuses same. In the same way today, most nations, especially the nation most of us came from, Nigeria, we complain, we lament about poor leadership. But at the same time, we refuse to participate in the process that brings up leaders. A process that you don't participate in, you have no legitimacy to query its outcome. A process that you do not participate in, you have no legitimacy to query its outcome. So this is an intentional school, and within our limit, we are doing our bit, and we are confident that the impact will be loud and very clear. So let me quickly just do a big shout out. Welcome to Winter on Facebook, on TikTok, Lorena Tari, and also on Facebook, Adaogo Joy Ugochukwu, the first person I supposed to be on the call this evening. You've been here. Ukamaka Blessing, thank you. Good evening. These are the foremost followers of this school on Facebook, and our able admin, Chioma Chigozie, I call her the 3C. You are all doing very well. I appreciate you. Ufan, our leading follower. Ufan, this is your month. Don't worry. This month will be great. You will share a personal testimony this month with me. All right. What a day. What a time to begin a new month. Now, The subject of finance is critical, is essential to leadership. 8 months have been signified as the month of new beginning. The day is good. Most of us, we know all these things. Like I always say, talk is trash compared to work, where work is. So today's topic, the topic for this session, has been well crafted and is titled Financial Intelligence for Leaders. Financial intelligence for leaders. You know, if you are not financially capable, your leadership will be queried. If you are not financially, yes, Adaogo, you will, yes. I concur with you. I want to hear your testimony. Look for me anywhere, tell me I said it, and you will have it. Fine, if you are not financially able, you can hardly fulfill purpose. So financial intelligence for leaders is very strategic, and it was intentionally set up for such a day as this. Understanding resources, value, and sustainability. Everyone is attracted to finance. In fact, if we had said this meeting, this moment, or today is for giveaway financial empowerment, I'm sure the room will be large. I'm sure the room will be big, right? So most leadership without financial intelligence may produce activity, but financial intelligence is what helps leadership produce sustainable results. Without finances, your vision is most likely to be limited. I'm sure you agree with me. Most of you listening, watching me at this moment have great intention, have great vision, but limited resources, majorly limited financial resources, because vision will not execute itself. So financial intelligence is a strategic topic. It's a strategic conversation when it comes to leadership. And oftentimes I tell people, before anything, be equipped first. Even before you receive finances, before you are exposed to finances, there is a level of preparation that one ought to be armed with. Financial intelligence is not merely about knowing how to make money. It's not just about knowing how to make money. Everybody is interested on how to make money. If they just put on social media now, 10 ways to become a millionaire today, and you will just everybody pouring in there, rushing in there. And that's how you see most people are entrapped in Ponzi schemes and quick money making ventures that ends up taking the little they had along with the schemes. I can see Chioma Chigozie on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So irrespective of the platform you're streaming from, please ensure you like, ensure you drop comments on those platforms, and share the links across all social media platforms that you have present, including groups. So financial intelligence, again, is not merely about knowing how to make money. A lot of people are more interested on how to make money more than them being interested in the ability that will give them understanding. Please listen. It is the ability to understand resources, the ability to create value, the ability to make sound financial decisions, manage risk, to allocate resources strategically and build sustainability. That is financial intelligence. Esther Chidima, wonderful. Good evening and happy new month. It's been a while, right? Okay, good. How is the family? How is work? How is everyone? No choir practice this evening. I think by this time, oftentimes, you are always quite busy. I'm good, Esther. Thank you for checking up. All right. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining the live session this evening. So, every leader must understand first, you must have the understanding of resources. Yes, Martin, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've been okay. I think this number is quite new, I suppose, right? This is not your regular account because I saw the picture, but the name was a bit conflicting. Yes. All right. So the key objectives. This subject is quite deep, detailed, because and we are likely to have it in two parts because I need us to have deep financial understanding because it is a leader's responsibility not just to lead people but to lead them into financial prosperity. Anyone under your leadership, it is your responsibility as a leader. You are not just to lead people, you are to lead them into financial prosperity. Okay. So, okay, thank you. So, because not until those under your leadership become financially independent, their dependency on you will always be a negative, will always play negative impact on you. Leaders must learn to quickly equip those within their network of leadership. Leaders must learn, like someone once said, a very famous quote that before you became a leader, your responsibility or your task is to making yourself a leader. But the moment you have become a leader, your responsibility is now to making others becoming leaders. So, number one objective we shall be dealing with in this session is to give us the understanding of what financial intelligence really means. What what's the full what do I understand? Or to give you a clear picture of what financial intelligence means. Also, why financial intelligence is a leadership competence. Because if you are not financially intelligent, no matter the resources committed into your hands, they will go into oblivion. They will be wasted. If you are not financially intelligent, no matter the amount, the volume of financial resources committed into your hands, you will certainly end up wasting them. Also, we shall be teaching about the difference between income, wealth, value, and sustainability. All right. So, thank you to, I think over here, I have my TikTok streaming device here. Thank you, my TikTok viewers. Thank you. Please ensure you keep liking and share the stream through TikTok. And okay, and to the YouTube community, also ensure you like and share, and also for the Facebook. Okay, and same for the X platform. Let's invite, I can see Esther Sweet Smart Angel has been inviting several persons to the platform. Thank you, thank you. I commend you and I appreciate that. All right. So, because these understandings are very key, we must understand the difference between needs, wants, and strategic priorities. Because a whole lot of us, we are very interested in finances. We are very interested in money, 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 money. But again, if we don't understand the basics, one thing I keep telling people is, in most cases, your expectations will always come true. But during your welcome, your expectations will always come true. But how prepared are you to manage your expectations when they come true? So how prepared are you? TikTok, I hope you won't give me so much stress tonight. Okay. All right. So just trying to manage all of these apps together. All right. So I love this topic so much because finance is at the heart of everything we do as a leader. What are your financial expectations for this month? Let's start with. Let me see your comment. What are your financial expectations? Everybody, let's hit the comment section. What's your financial expectation for this new month? Do you have a financial plan? Okay. How prepared are to manage your expectation? Mercy, how prepared are you to manage your finance? Yes. How? Do you have a financial plan? What are your expectations? You see, my great friends, my great brothers, everyone and sisters in the house on the call, we are not just here to discuss as usual, to teach a regular topic. We are here to discuss about something that is so critical to everything we do as leaders. We are not just here, we are talking about something that is at the heart of everything we do. Usman, how are you? Happy new month again to everyone. In fact, this community is really building a whole lot in our hearts. And together, I'm so sure that we'll do greater things. Okay, Doreen said to get a better connection. What are your financial expectations for this month? Do you have a financial plan? Yes. Let's talk in the comment section. Do you have a financial plan? Because leaders are managers of resources. You cannot manage effectively what you don't plan for. Leaders are managers of value. Leaders are managers of responsibility. Leaders are managers. Leaders are managers of sustainability and leadership. So leaders manages influence. A leader is a manager. A leader is a manager of people and resources. Of course, when it comes to resources, we have both human resources and financial resources. So your rating as a leader can be traced to how well you manage people, to how well you manage the resources that are committed into your hands. Akele, you are welcome. Thank you very much for joining the live. Exodus on TikTok, thank you for joining. And I'm wishing every one of you a happy new month, a fruitful new month, and a blessed new month. I think this evening I'm just so excited seeing quite a whole lot of you on the call. I think perhaps maybe because of today is the first day of August, the 8th month, you know. So I just don't know. I think it's just amazing excitement. I just feel so much excited. Maybe perhaps because we are talking about finances. Ehen. A lot of people don't like talking about finances except when they want to collect. But I love to discuss about finances, about resources, about money, about everything. Because the more you are able to discuss about these things, the more you are able to provide solutions. Have you noticed that the things you talk more about, not just blab about, you discuss about, the things you discuss about, you are able to provide solutions to. But the things we choose to ignore, they are the things that ends up becoming the Achilles heel. They end up becoming the trouble that we have around us. So when this subject of finance is quite deep, and I think we should be able to take it in 2 sessions, because financial literacy is is quite low. A lot of people know finance, they know money, they need money, but I still believe that people don't understand the role of financial intelligence in leadership, because everybody agrees your vision will be hampered to a large extent when you lack finances, right? I think hardly anyone, maybe it's a ratio of 1 to 10, that may not fall into that sector. So the great need for us is to ensure that every one of us comes to the reality, to the understanding of this is what financial intelligence is, and this is my place in financial intelligence in leadership, because this is the only thing that will give rising, that will give hope, that will give strength, that will give value to your own leadership network, because you cannot build sustainable leadership with unsustainable finances. You cannot build sustainable leadership with unsustainable finances. Again, let me rephrase that. You cannot build sustainable leadership with unsustainable financial decisions. This is one of the reasons why you see, especially in the part of the world where we came from, most leaders do everything to acquire everything that is within their reach. They do everything. According to one of my friends, they, they steal everything and steal both the things that they will not need, because of the feel that is their own level of understanding of financial intelligence. And that is financial foolishness. That is financial stupidity, because we all understand that you may have a great vision, you may have a brilliant team, you may be intelligent as a person. As a matter of fact, you may be the best in anything you do, but if you don't know how to manage resources, your best will eventually become your worst. Your best will eventually become your worst. Again, you may have a great vision, you may be very sophisticated, you may even have access to resources, both financial resources and human resources. But if you don't know how to manage resources, you will become the worst from the best. I'm sure some of you here, you might have encountered people that were doing so well in their industry before. But over time, within a short period of time, suddenly everything went down. If you are able to go through it thoroughly, in between this, it's the mismanagement of resources. Mismanagement of resources. Those who mismanage resources today will become, those who mismanage resources today, in all certainty, they will fall from the pinnacle of leadership tomorrow, because leadership is sustained by sustainable financial intelligence. So that is why leaders must understand that this topic of financial intelligence is a very raw conversation. That's why if I ask you today, if you were given Ufan, and I think you should start answering this question, and everyone in the room, if you are given 10 million naira, should I say 10 million naira? 10 million, okay, let's just say 50 million. Good. You were given 50 million naira, or let's just say 100,000 euros today. What will you do with such fund? Okay, Usman Bello from YouTube, Doreen from Facebook. Who else is here? Jamie. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's answer this question. If you were given, you have 50 million naira, or I think maybe 100,000 euros now, $100,000. Today, you are given that money. What would you do with it? Who can tell me? What will you do with such money? Yes. Who is the first to respond to this? Winter, where are you? If you, Mr. Peter Eki, Dubai Ozzy on TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook. Good. Doreen said not to buy land and star food or stock. Okay, star food, stock. I'm sure you try to say stock, right? Now to buy land and food stuff for business. Okay, buy land. Number one, yes. Thank you for your comment, Doreen. To buy land. Doreen, are you responding to 50 million or 10 million? Let me know the one you are investing. Doreen again said now to invest in land and start food stuff business. Interesting. I'm liking this now. Yes. Who is sending in the comment again? Yes, Adalgo saying that's why financial intelligence is a broad topic, because it has to do with proper management, I guess, or properly managing it. Okay. I will invest it in shares. Adalgo says she will invest it in shares. Adalgo, only shares? Interesting. Who else is there? Where is Choma? Who else is there? I think some people will just win some prize this evening now, since we're only having 2 respondents, or the rest are still typing. Where are my TikTok squad? Where are the men and women on YouTube? X? It's only Facebook that is showing workings. Only Facebook respond. Okay. Winter said he will invest it in Bitcoin. Okay. You invest it in Bitcoin. Winter, do you know? Tell me about Bitcoin. What do you know about Bitcoin? You will invest in Bitcoin. Wow, interesting. Good comment. Okay, I have three respondents now. Doreen said she will invest in land and foodstuff. Adalgo said, Adalgo, you just invest the whole 15 million in shares. Good. Winter, you will invest the whole money in Bitcoin. Ufan will invest it in properties. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. This is the focal point of the teaching today. Oh. I'm sure 1 hour today's teaching will be sharp so that we can get set for other talks and other things. Okay. We have Bitcoin, we have shares, we have properties, we have food stuff. Only 4 comments. That's not fair. Oh. Where are the rest? Doreen, where are your people? Mm, I will use I, Augustine on YouTube. Happy new month to you. I will use the some of it in business. Very interesting. Very interesting responses. Very interesting. Okay, Winter is saying Bitcoin saves the money and multiplies it by 10. Wow. I think Winter will need to school us on Bitcoin in one of these sessions. Sophia, you are welcome. Welcome, good evening. Wonderful. Lovette, you are welcome. So Winter, so Bitcoin will save the money. Wow. Okay, for those of you just joining on YouTube, Facebook, X, or TikTok, I just asked a question. We are discussing the topic financial intelligence for leaders. Financial intelligence for leaders. Leaders to understand resources, value, and sustainability. Mr. Harris Inewere, you are welcome on TikTok. And I had said that you cannot build sustainable leadership with unsustainable financial decisions. Again, I said that you may have a great vision, you can have a brilliant team, you can even have access, to resources. But if you don't know how to manage those resources, you will become nothing. And resources means both financial and human resources. Listen, listen, please. The best of leaders are the best managers. A good manager will end up being a good leader. A poor manager will end up becoming a poor leader. And all this, it's in how you manage people, it's in how you manage resources. That is why, as a leader or anyone aspiring into any form of leadership, of course, at the Leadership Mind School, we believe and we teach that everyone can be a leader. Because in any case, everyone is actually leading somebody. Huh? So now I just threw out a very simple, harmless question, and I'm receiving back and forth responses, which are quite good. You see, 90% of those who said they will do with finances when they receive it actually did with that finances what they said they would do when they eventually received it. In my opinion, most people don't do what they say they will do when they receive the finances. Most people, and this is part of where the challenge is. Someone said they will invest in Bitcoin. Someone said she will buy land. Someone said they will invest in properties. Someone said they will do food stuff and equip the business. But do you know what? When most times people receive this money or they receive finances that they expected, The things they had planned to do end up becoming secondary to the things that they actually ended up doing. Do you agree with this? Has it even happened to you? Let's be honest. Okay, Ofan said yes. Has it happened to you? So this is it. How can, listen, we are moving this leadership school. We are just moving. We want to move. We want to raise people that will move from how much can I get to how much value can I create. How much can I get? What can I get? To what can I create? Finances, your financial disposition. Adaogo, shares is paying off now. It's not very good. All the responses are very good. Yes, I think you and I will need to discuss about this share. Maybe you are, I'm sure maybe perhaps you are a stockbroker, you have knowledge on shares. So let's discuss. So your financial integrity will determine your financial intelligence will determine your leadership positioning. Because Musa Faith, this is the woman that carried our market fish on her head. Anytime I see you, you see that's the power of advert sometimes and the power of speaking. Power of speaking. So keep speaking, keep showing. Even when you are not seeing it, keep and work towards what you are speaking. Not just speak and go and sit down. So we are moving from how much can I get to how much can I contribute. We want to move from how can I build something that will be successful tomorrow. Not not how, what can I take from what is already here. Because if we must build leadership, if we must work leadership, this and some others is the mindset of a financial intelligent leader. Because you cannot separate finances from leadership. You cannot. Because if you are leading people, thank you, Mr. Harrison. Financial, the topic, Mr. Harrison just asked on TikTok, the topic again. It is financial intelligence for leaders. Teaching how to understand value, how to understand resources, and how to understand sustainability. Mr. Harrison, I called you the other day. We couldn't, I don't know your WhatsApp. Please try to either drop me your current WhatsApp number. Let's connect. Let's talk. Thank you, my brother. Like to hear from you after this session. Thank you. Thank you for coming back, coming to the live session again this evening. Thank you. So, Musafet, you are laughing on Facebook. I think I'm almost a section of my business is almost clear. So I'm coming back for all of my people. So that is it. Money. Oh, Mr. Augustine on YouTube, you are just harassing us with your birthday on YouTube. Oh. Still tomorrow is my birthday. Okay, happy birthday. Please let's wish Mr. Augustine on YouTube a happy birthday. So my brother, I guess you are a brother, Augustine. Happy birthday to you. One of our regular viewers. Thank you. Sunday, Suzanne, you are welcome. Happy New Month. Nebel Lisa, I like to call that name. Happy New Month to you. Thank you so much for joining. In fact, I wish I could name my child name. That name is so. Please, tell me the meaning of that name, Nebel Lisa. Please help me type it in the comment section. The meaning of the name. Thank you. Yes, Doreen Austin just mentioned in the chat on YouTube that tomorrow is his birthday. Please let's wish our brother happy birthday. Think we are my but some person start reminding you of their birthday from like 3 months back. So me too, I will start reminding you all that mine is later this month. Thank you, Nebiolisa Chinazo. Please tell me the meaning of the name because names are very, very powerful. There used to be this guy, there's this Python Graver. Each time I want to pronounce the name, I find a way around it. Please help me change that name, so that okay, thank you very much. Sunday, Susan, thank you. Fran, thank you for wishing. So, Augustine, lots of birthday wishes from Facebook. Wow, you see now, looking unto God. No wonder I like the name like that. I think I have to write it somewhere. Looking unto God. Wow, 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 wow. Powerful. Please permit me to write that down. Okay, looking on to God. Wonderful. So we are all looking on to God, the author and the finisher of our faith. The creator is everything. Without him, we are nothing. Thank you. Thank you. I just have this joy and feeling that this month is going to be an awesome, awesome month. Awesome month. You know, sometimes you may not see something coming, but you can just feel it. The atmosphere is just, you may not see it, but the feeling begins to arouse. Maybe it's because we're talking of finance. So, dear friends, great leaders, you cannot be a leader that is worth being called a leader without seeking means to uplift your people financially. Because at the core of virtually everything we do is finances. It's finances. And we'll need in financial intelligence to be able to harness our leadership potential. That's why they will tell you a poor man has no voice. Am I correct? No matter your wisdom, you will be limited. So, in fact, this topic is, I feel we just scratched the surface today. Then within the week before Saturday, we'll do a brief session to just conclude it, and we'll keep moving and keep building from there. Trisha, happy new month. The session is almost closing before you came, but thank God you came. So we are celebrating one of us, Augustine. Augustine's birthday is tomorrow. So I think we'll do more. So you let us have your picture. We'll do some celebrations for ADBCAO. Good evening on Facebook. Thank you very much. So tell me now, let me just ask everyone in the house, what do you think about financial intelligence? What's your thinking? What do you think about this subject, financial intelligence? Do you think you are financially intelligent enough as a leader and as a person? Two questions. Again, I asked a question earlier. Thank God our business people are here now. Trisha is a businesswoman. The fish, Musa Faith. I asked a question earlier. If you were given 50 million, what would you do with it? You are just given 50 million. Just assume, this 8 months is a month of possibilities. So anything can happen. So if you can see it, you may be able to get it. So tell us. We had a response from Winter on TikTok. He said he will use it to get Bitcoin. Adaogo said she will invest it in, and Winter said Bitcoin yields 10 times. I'm not saying that. I don't know anything about Bitcoin yet. Perhaps I will learn later. Winter will teach me. So Adaogo said she will invest it in shares. Yes. Doreen said she will invest it in land and also equip her business. Then who else? Ufan also said she will invest it in properties. So, Chioma, I want to hear your own comments. Johnson Peace, tell me, what will you do? You are giving 10 million, you are giving 50 million, you have access to these resources. What will you do? So your response will give an indication of your level of financial intelligence, and it will just give you an insight of how prepared you are. You know, yesterday, somebody in a conversation, somebody was stressing. And they gave this person 1 million. And the way the person was talking about the 1 million as if it's 1 billion, as if it was 1 billion. And I was like, the person said, well, he never seen him before now. So that is it. It looks big until you handle it. And this is the reason why, because you cannot feature in the future that you have not pictured. You see, when we're talking about financial intelligence, just open your mind. Forget about, you may not even have what to eat, what to drink, you may not even have anything right now. But let your eyes be fixed, because you cannot feature, feature, in a future, future, that you have not pictured. Okay, besides that, we invest in properties and shares. You see now, everyone is talking about share. Adalgo, are you a stockbroker? So you will tell us, maybe we'll do a session on that. Thank you, Mr. Harris, for your comment. Augustine said he will invest it in land. You people are the one making land problem to happen everywhere. Trisha said, I know, I trust. Trisha, you're a businesswoman, so you must invest it in your business. Okay, good. Good responses. Adalgo is saying being able to manage your finance profitable will prove how financially intelligent you are. Choma said, if I get 50 million today, first thing I will secure my family. Somebody is coming now. This is invest wisely. When you see family people, you will know. Invest wisely, then grow my business. Beautiful. Good. Every response so far, they are valid. They are very, very good. And let my money start working for me. This person, okay, that is from X. She's talking smart. She's talking smart. How to work smartly without much stress. Because the thing is, when you invest properly, you will work less. You will work less because yes. Yes, Adago, you cannot feature, feature, in a future you have not pictured. So when we're talking about finance, please don't. Some years ago, when we're having sessions on finance like this, when I just call big figures, people will just say, the way you just call figures, the way you just call money, as if, and sincerely then I hadn't seen something even close to some of those things. But you see, what you fear sometimes, could be your barrier. And so don't be afraid. Miss Faith, the only Bayelsa woman I have seen in recent times. How are you? And now is Benin, Bayelsa, or the West? I can't really remember where you mentioned the last time. Happy New Month to everyone. Oluwa Kemi Wumi. This month is a great month. Please be expectant, everyone. Whatever you are doing, keep doing it. This financial teaching, we will get deep into it within the week. We'll break it down and we'll get to the practicality of it. Because one of the responsibilities of us at this Leadership Mind School is to raise financial leaders. And you don't raise financial leaders with mouths. You raise them by giving them opportunities. You raise them by giving them opportunities, by positioning people. Because one of the worst part of leadership that I've seen, especially from our region, is leaders not wanting to raise their followers. into financial independence. Most leaders are happy. They want their followers to be financially dependent on them. Any attempt for you to be independent will lead to crisis. So one of the goal, one of our goal at the Leadership Mind School is to raise leaders that will be financially independent. One of us for one of us on the platform said, I was just giving a connection to an American publisher. He's been writing books for long, but no way to publish, no connectivity, no access. And he's already engaging the publishing firm for free, just by connection. Just by connection. So that is one of the core value that we have here. Yes, this time, personally, I'm extremely done for time, choked up, but then the goal is there, the vision is there. So let's keep pushing in. Let's keep doing our best in any area we are doing, because sometimes this financial issue just comes suddenly. When opportunity meets preparation, greatness emerges. When opportunity meets preparation, greatness is born. Most people, in fact, every one of us here, no one will argue that you have not missed an opportunity before, or you have not seen an opportunity before. If we are to be sincere with ourselves, if we are to be sincere, most people have met life-changing opportunities, but lack of preparation denied them those opportunities. Like they say, sometimes they say opportunity comes but once. And we don't believe there will be opportunity coming again, but it will only come and you will only utilize it when you are prepared. Tawakat, good evening, welcome, happy new month. So what is, okay, now I asked the question earlier, if you were giving $100,000, 100,000 euros, 50 million naira, what will you do with it? I've received some responses, but some, again, will always say, some say they will invest it. Nobody will tell you that they will eat it all. But I have seen somebody or some persons, like I said earlier, most people who said they would do XYZ with money when they receive it, fail to do it when they actually receive. And this is this is the beginning of the issue. Some persons will even go and take loan. It's the day they took that loan, they will remember that, today, me, I've not eaten turkey since how many months? So today, before you know it, one turkey has gone from the loan money for business. Bukola, good evening, happy new month, and all of that. So financial intelligence is very, 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 very essential. When some get this money, what do? Some will actually spend it. They will just spend it because they believe it will come again. A few will say, some will save it, some will invest it, some will start a business, some will grow a business, but some will keep solving problems. They will solve family problem. Family problem, no, they finish. They will solve personal problems. Oh God. Some will actually buy assets. Like Ufan said, Doreen said, some other persons mentioned. Some will buy assets. Some will probably even lose it. That's when they have 10 million. They will not tell you there's somewhere. If you put 10 million, you will get 20 million. But because, oh no, they will say if you get 5 million, if you put 5 million, you will get 10 million. Because they have wasted 5 million, they are now looking for how to quickly recover that money. They now go and put that. No, they will first put 2 million. Maybe they'll first get the 2 million back. Oh, some of those schemes, you will test the water, they will give you small. Then they'll not say put the big one, because you are now financially unintelligent. You now put everything because they are fools. You and at the end, you know, that is it. So financial intelligence is very, very, if you are financially intelligent, you won't do it. You won't do it. You won't do it. If your expenditure is more than your income, you are not financially intelligent. If what you spend is more than what you receive. Mrs. Folashade, good evening. You are welcome. If what you spend, what you expend, what comes out of you is more than what comes into you. Great, Folashade, great. Thank you. You are welcome. Then you are not financially intelligent. If your assets are more than your liabilities, you are not financially intelligent. Everyone must build their asset base. Every leader must build their asset base more than their liability base. Please listen. In life, there will always be liabilities. Some persons are liabilities. Please don't get me wrong. They may even be family persons. Some persons, some individuals are liabilities, because a liability, someone said, then there is a big problem on X. A liability is anything or anyone that is not adding value to you. When it comes to, have you ever gone to a financial institution to take a loan? When you are taking it, they are always, with smile, they are happy. They're not really that they are happy, but the mood is cozy. But the moment you default in the loan, in fact, some institutions will even call you. There's a level you get to that it is financial institution that will be calling you. Yes, excuse me, sir. Excuse you, ma'am, please. Do you need a loan? The tone. They say, do you need a loan? The tone will be transformed. Woe betide you that you default in repaying the loan back. Sir, from the facial expression will echo through the voice. In the same vein, when people come to solicit for financial assistance from you, they come to, and in fact, leaders must not be emotionally driven. Leaders must be data driven. Sometimes I said to myself that I will never even lend anything. Anything I cannot dash, I will not borrow. You get that? Anything I cannot give as dash, I will not borrow. Anything I cannot give out as I can't let go, I can't just dash, I will not lend out. I will not lend out. And data is always superior to emotion. As leaders, please work by data. I'm also a victim of this. In the past 2 months, I've had some emotional appeal, to render some support, some loans, some assistance. You know, today is a new month, and people that say, June, in fact, by the time this month, it was too sure. They don't even, they won't even, they have not even remember to say, sir, sorry, this one happened, that one happened. So leaders must be data driven much more than emotional. Because when it comes to finance, finance does not respond to emotions. So no matter how you love someone, if you don't have money, you can't help the person. Am I correct? There are people, every one of you listening to me, there are people you love so much, you like so much, you can give anything, but you don't have it. You are handicapped. So when it comes to finances, don't allow emotion. That's why when you get that money, you just wrote here now that you will invest in your business, you will buy land. But don't allow the temptation. Hey, money just come now. You do you call get together, all your friends, family and friends. Yeah, over and bear. That is when you remember that you are a social person. That is when you will go to the club or you go to that party where they will be hitting your name and you begin to spray money that you don't have. Financial intelligence for leadership. It is key. It is crucial because we are in the school of leadership, not only to lead ourselves, but to lead those around us and to lead the next generation. Financial intelligence is knowing what you need. First of all, knowing what you have. First, knowing what you have, because you cannot give what you don't have. Then, after knowing what you have, you must know what you need. There is a difference for those of you that are students of economics. There is a difference between need and want. There's a difference between a need and a want. So you must know what you need. You must know what you can afford. In fact, I just, especially the young ones in our, that you just see someone just say, sir, in fact, I want to buy iPhone 14, iPhone. Some, in fact, a few days ago, I reminded someone, I said, I think the phone I'm using currently now was bought in 2023. And those who have no assets, who can hardly get by, are the ones shopping for the latest phone. So you must know the latest phone. You must know what you have. You must know what you need. You must know what you can afford part-time. And you must know what you should invest in. You must know what you should invest in. You must do a risk analysis, a risk factor analysis. And above all, you must tell yourself the truth. What is my value? What is my value? What value are you creating? For instance, let me give you this illustration. An American citizen knows his value. He knows that even if he's in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, when anything happens there, his safety, his security is guaranteed. He knows, or he or she knows, is aware. Every individual must come to the point of self-realization. What is my value? What is my value? What can I do? What am I creating? Please listen. Don't let anyone undervalue you. No, because the world we live in right now is the world where people people may be benefiting from you, from your skills, from your expertise, but will be unwilling to place value on it. People may be benefiting. The world we live in right now is the world where people may be benefiting from your value, from your skill, but they will they will pretend as if they are not gaining anything from it. That is the world we're living in today. That is why one of the best things that can happen to you, to any one of us, is self-realization. I know my value. This is my value. This is what I am creating. People are benefiting from you, but they will not want to publicly acknowledge it. Yes, an ex-user said they always want to benefit from someone's value and skill, but would pretend not to gain anything at all. Yes, yes. This is why I the message today is self-realization. In fact, this is all it is. Self-realization, knowing your value, is part of the key ingredient in financial intelligence. Because in today's world, people will use you, they will undermine you, they will undervalue you, and at the end, they will deny you. That is the reality. So you must understand what value you are creating, because you need to know it. Because if you know who you are, no one can convince you that you are somewhere, you are someone else. If you know who you are, no one can convince you that you are someone else. And this is why only you can tell your story. No one else can tell your story better than yourself. The world today is encouraging storytelling. Storytelling. Tell your story. Because if you don't tell it, others will tell it for you. And what they tell on your behalf could stick if you are not saying it for yourself. Refuse to be silenced. Is a key ingredient in, because financial intelligence for leader is all encompassing. Your intelligence is your key. Your intelligence, it's your key. It's your access. Your intelligence is your key. It's your access. Let no one take your key from you, no matter what. Again, let me say this. Please, self-realization. Our kids, your children, we must begin to teach them. The most self-realization is the beginning of self-confidence. And also is the beginning of intelligence, that I am good for myself. This is who I am. This is my value. This is what I am doing. This is what I can do. This is my contribution. Because in today's world, People are benefiting from you, they will deny you, they want to undermine you, they want to undervalue you. Listen, sometimes you go to the market, you see something, you like it. Sometimes because, good evening, Mrs. Ngozi, Bukola, good evening, everyone that just joined. Because you don't want to price that product high. You know deep inside, deep down in you that this product is what you want. But sometimes you undervalue it. How many of you can relate to what I'm saying? You undervalue the product before the seller in order for you to get good pricing. Do you understand this value subject? Sometimes you go to the market, you go to a store, you see what you are looking for. Perhaps you have been looking for it. But because if you enter into that bargaining, you go into that bargaining, this thing I've been looking for it oh, so this thing is here. The seller could actually price it higher. So as a good trader, or a good negotiator, you will now undervalue it before the buyer. Ah, this is not even rich like this now, so that you will get good bargain. The same way is how people treat people in today's world. If you are not careful, they will make you see you less. Not just other people seeing you less. If you are not careful, they will create an impression that will make you to belittle you before you. And when you have been successfully belittled even before your face, no one will value you outside. This is why leaders, everyone listening, refuse to be undervalued in any way. Because what value you are creating is key in your life and in your organization. So why financial matters? Why financial intelligence matters in leadership? This financial intelligence issue can never be overemphasized because a leader's decision is made on the strength of his finances. A leader makes decisions about resources every day. As a leader, you are taking financial decisions. Adaogo said, you are right. Don't create room where you will be belittled. Thank you. I love the way you even put it better than I did. Never you create room. That's why a wise man once said, don't stay where you are tolerated, but go where you are celebrated. Again, at this leadership mind school, I've always told us that every statement should be viewed in context. Because some statements, as beautiful as some of those quotes, I love putting out quotes, as beautiful as this may seem, is not an all box fixed issues. No. Some quotes can work perfectly in some situations and may not in others. Please take note. Whereas they can work in majority base, it's not always. There are cases where you need to be, they are tolerating you to tolerate them. You play along till you get to the destination where you want. So it's about, this is where consultation comes in, counseling comes in. This is why you must get a mentor that you can speak to, that you can assess on as situation arises. You engage as things comes up per time. So a leader considers who gets hired. Every day we take financial risk, which is part of our financial intelligence. Listen, these leadership decisions we are always talking about is what forms our leadership financial intelligence. Everyone wants to be a leader. But tell me a leader you know that is struggling financially, point the leader to me, because for you to be a leader of people, you must be a manager of resources and people. You must know when to invest. You must know when to divest. You must know when to lend. You must know where and how to manage the people around you. In conclusion, please, if you have questions, you can throw them up so that we'll take them in the next 5 minutes before we close this session. Show me a leader who is managing people and resources well today, and I will show you a great leader tomorrow. Leadership is not rocket science. This is why, if you watched, in fact, a big shout out to the Catholic Bishop Society that visited the president of Nigeria a few days ago. Big shout out to them. I salute the courage of those great heroes, those clergymen. If you've been in the news, if you know, I mean, if you saw it and know what I'm talking about, they said it. Big shout out to I think the Emeritus Archbishop, if I'm not mistaken, John Onaiko, who said, we cannot be in a time like this and be talking as if things are normal. So the time we are is the time where true leaders must rise up, must stand up, and must speak up. And my friends, my brothers and sisters, every one of you on the call and those that will be watching this recording afterwards, financial intelligence for leaders is about understanding resources, value, and sustainability. And it is about managing people and resources effectively. Managing people and resources effectively. Thank you very much, every one of you. This month again, thank you, Bukola Balkis. Thank you. Thank you, Nebeo Lisa. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Chioma Chigozie. You are just so amazing. I can tell you, you can take this to the bank. Through this platform, millionaires will be raised from this platform. We are going to raise practical millionaires. We are going to raise people that will be intercontinental business people. We are going to raise new generation of leaders through this platform. The connectivity is on. It's not easy. It's never going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to be tough, but the fact is that we are on track to that point. So let's keep faith with the institution. Let's keep faith with ourselves, and let's keep preaching. Let's keep teaching, and let's keep leading as leaders that we want to truly be. Anywhere there are gaps, let's fill in the gaps. Remember that you are an ambassador of the Leadership Mind School, and practice what we teach and imbibe all of these things that we've been teaching. We always like your comments. And again, I'm sure you saw the advert. We'll be having our first European seminar, a physical conference. I'm sure we may likely stream it up. So for those our viewers within the EU zone, any nation you become, you can call the contact line. People will be there to respond to you regarding bookings, reservations, and when you scan the QR code, scan the QR code for your registration. So it promises to be an awesome time on the 30th of August in the city of Montecatini. So 2 p.m. Central European time. So please share that invitation is on our page. We'll also post it after now. Let's share it to all your platform. Invite friends and families within the EU zone. And it's going to be an awesome session. Thank you, everyone, once again, to my dear admins, Chioma and Doreen. I appreciate you all, every one of you. Thank you. God bless you, and good night. Thank you all. God is good.